Okay, let's get to the adventure and let's get it going. First up, Chris Renkel takes us to a spot in Yellowstone few tourists have seen. He goes scuba diving in the Firehole River.
Firehole River in Yellowstone National Park, very popular with the swimmers, but also with the scuba divers. I know what you're thinking. Scuba diving in southeast Idaho, western Wyoming, it's impossible. It's not impossible. In fact, you just have to know where to look. Let's get started.
The warm waters of Firehole River in Yellowstone National Park. On the surface, a swimming hole for the park's visitors, but below the water's surface is a hidden world known only to the scuba divers.
Firehole's kind of a fun one. A lot of people jump in. As you'll see, you find lots of fun stuff, but you jump in and go down about 30 feet, 35 feet, and it's kind of a little bit of a cavern, and you go up, and we call it the ninja wall, and you ninja up the wall, and then the current hits you just as strong as can be, and you just have to claw and crawl your way up, and it just gives you a good little challenge. It's fun. Lots of swimmers here, and so it's kind of fun.
As you move up the river, the current gets stronger, making the dive more like rock climbing than swimming. As we descend further down, the darkness becomes disorienting. The current starts throwing me around. I begin to panic, and because I couldn't tell where I was, I decided it was time to surface.
The first time you do it is pretty intimidating. You're breathing hard, you're a little panicky, you're a little bit on the edge, but the more you do it, it becomes very comfortable, and you, particularly as search and rescue divers, we spend a lot of time in black water. So we learn to dive with our eyes closed, and the black doesn't scare us. You have air, you know you have air, you're safe, and so you just take it easy. But initially, when you're first doing it, and the currents are hitting you, and you can't see, and you feel like you're falling, you don't know where it's going to end. It's pretty intimidating. Rings and watches. We found sunglasses and all kinds of jewelry. We've actually found class rings that people have been able to locate the owners that were 30 years in the river, so that's pretty cool. We've actually pulled people out 2 or 3 times, saved people that were drowned in the river. So anyway, Firehole's a lot of fun. You just have to respect the river.
For Bill and Russ, diving in Firehole is fun, but it's also practice in case they get called out with Bingham County Search and Rescue. Just
fun to be in the current, have that current kicking against you, and just having to claw your way and crawl your way up there just makes it exciting. And just be able to have that challenge and do it so that if we do get called out, that we're able to handle it and do it in a safe way. So,
for Sportsline, I'm Chris Renkel.
Thank you very much, Chris. We would also like to thank Bingham County Search and Rescue and H&H Diving for the help with that story. Now, coming up next on Sportsline, we go rafting on the Snake River.